Okay. Worksheet 4 is now actually trying to spell these chords without actually worrying about what they're called. So if I have a major triad and a whole step down below D, right, and we're thinking that way, this is the 7th. It's spelling a dominant 7 chord on D without telling you that it's a dominant 7th chord because it's isolating that step. This is simply calculating triads and 7ths. Remember, when it says whole step, half step, and stuff like that, that this is your 7th. So when we get to some place where like this could have been C flat or B, if the beginning is a D, it's going to be a C flat, right? They always have to be 7ths still. So this is triads right there. Okay, so major triad, D, F sharp, A. Whole step below the D is there. C major triad, C sharp, A sharp, G sharp. Whole step below is B, because C down to B would have been a half step. So C sharp to B is my whole step. I'm just going to know that when I want a whole step, except for the C chord and the F chord, they're always going to be the same here. For the C chord and the F chord, they got to go down a little further, right? Okay, D flat major triad, D flat F, A flat half step below that. It's just going to be plain old C. Hopefully you can visualize that in your head, keyboard, right? F sharp, A, C. This is a diminished triad. How whole step below would be plain old E instead of E sharp. Okay, E sharp diminished would be E sharp, G sharp, and B. It's a minor triad with a flat 5. 1.5 steps or whole down from that will be D, because E to D would be, right, whole step, and then E sharp raises up. That's 1.5 steps. All right, 3 more lines. We're just going to go through this. You can gauge for yourself. Are you having problems spelling the triad, or are you having problems thinking about a whole and a half step as they portend the 7th of the chords, right? I guess how many half steps, right? Right. Just going to speed through now. C flat, E flat, G flat. I guess you could make a mistake here if you misread this and just sort of autopiloted these. So C, E flat, G, B flat, half step, whole step, right? Okay. G, B flat, D, F, right? B sharp, D sharp, and F sharp, because B chords are already diminished. Okay? 1.5 whole steps below is an A. Think about that for a second. E flat, G, B flat, right? Whole step down is D flat, because this is not the F chord or the C chord. This is not the F chord or the C chord. This is not the F chord or the C chord. So they just have to be, if you just put them the same, like B sharp, A sharp, G, F, E flat, D flat, that's a whole step. And then we modified this one, okay? All right, C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, half step below is B sharp, E flat, G flat, B flat, D flat is a whole step below. Whole step below is just going to be the same. E flat, G, B flat, okay, D flat, A, C, E, G, D sharp, F sharp, A, because minor triads with a flat 5th or lowered 5th is diminished. Whole step below is going to be C sharp. Okay, last row, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. It's going to be an E sharp, right? Oh, whole step below, sorry. Whole step below, just plain E. Okay, G, B, D. Half step below is going to be F sharp, because it's a whole step to begin with. Bring that up. B, D, F sharp. Whole step below is A, F sharp. I copied the same one. Wonder if that's a mistake when I made it. Maybe it's good, just repetition, right? Whole step below, B, D sharp, F sharp. Half step below will be A sharp. All right, focus, dude, focus. There's your answers right there. If you can't do this very quickly, then maybe you're having problems spelling certain kinds of triads quickly, and you have to go through the steps, and you haven't done enough to make it automatic. Or you're having a hard time thinking down, the whole half steps, 1.5 steps. Remember, all 7ths, the distance from here to here, is like all of these are a whole step if the accentals are the same, except for C and except for F, where it's a half step already. then you have to make those adjustments, okay?